Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Octopath Traveler. Joining me is StarPrincessHLC.
Why does this Japanese Kit Kat have a puzzle on its wrapper?
So you'll have something to do if you break it into a million pieces and have to put it back together again. And JKLantern.
I was not aware that those had puzzles on their wrapper when I got them for you.
I'm not even sure what type of puzzle it is. It's a grid, and then it just says, have a break, have a Kit Kat.
Does Jack Sparrow show up in this place?
There he goes now. Oh, the boat's sinking, and there he goes.
That's the vibe I'm getting from the music.
I mean, Tressa does know a pirate.
Yeah?
Well, like before the flute kicked in, I was totally getting like pizza tossing music, like
It's pizza time, huh?
Yep. Oh, travel banter already.
Well, that's at the inn.
Oh,
It's
okay.
those weird ones that are in the inn that I don't have the list written down for yet, that we can do later.
You ever thought that maybe pirates are just pizza makers that just didn't work out?
What?
I mean, why else would they have the same kind of music?
Surat, have I had a stroke?
No, I'm wondering the same thing.
For people who are wondering what text messages from Star are like, well, there you go.
So it's been a hot minute since I remember Tressa's storyline. Yeah,
Wasn't
we'll go
it
with
that we were dealing with an asshole who was enslaving people? And then she basically was like, don't be greedy.
That was 2 chapters ago.
Yeah, that was chapter 2.
Yeah,
What was the fuck was the other chapter this time?
The last chapter involved getting the shield for the one guy.
Yeah, she's headed to Grand Port for this great big auction where the winner gets... Whoever brings the most precious treasure in the world gets a... I believe the technical term is a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. And she still doesn't know what her true treasure is.
Watch me a China bird.
Anyone care to take a guess?
Friendship.
The friend she made along the way.
Yeah.
Whoa!
After slaying a couple of gods, here I am.
Yeah! I slew a bunch of gods and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Well, with her case, she got some pretty incredible gear.
Yeah, considering half the time her magic kind of breaks everything.
She gets that winged circlet or helmet or whatever.
She becomes Thor.
Yeah.
Hey.
Windham.
Oh. Is that like the weird cousins of Windians?
We have the Windians and then we have the Windhams.
The Windhams are the acting branch.
They turn into flying pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of birds.
Bacon.
God, I need to track down the several journeys of Remus for you to play. Because each of those games has multiple solutions, and one of them is always much funnier than the other ones.
Man, that guy's got a pimpin' hat.
It could be better. That just looks like a bowler hat.
I think that's Percy from the Shattered Isles. He looks
Damn
like
it, you beat me to it.
Reminds me, for completely unrelated reasons, I need to level up Cyrano at some point.
Yes.
And plan out level 7 for, Okasan.
That is true.
Indeed.
I know we're not getting to it before the next session, but after.
Mhm.
Now, this guy's too nice to be Percy.
Granville before the transformation?
Yeah, that was related to Cervantes in some fashion.
Uh-huh.
$1 billion. Can you believe that their gold member was on the TV today?
Yeah, I can.
This...
When my brother was in high school, the guy who officiated my brother's wedding actually wrote and directed a play for a high school talent show, and my brother ended up being one of the background characters in it. Stone Cold Steve Austin Powers. And so, the guy who played, the guy who officiated my brother's wedding, he ended up playing Dr. Evil in it, and I have successfully taken over the world! Wrestling Federation. Shenanigans ensued.
Does Austin 316 say his mojo just whooped your ass?
I think he does.
Okay.
All right.
So we still have the Eldrite.
Mm-hmm. Wait, we didn't eat that already?
Apparently not.
Oh no.
I smell a scam.
Are you all right? Yes, thank you.
Well, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, where Lantern
But
just had a
please
stroke.
don't worry yourself. I can walk on my own 2 feet.
Randall might be there too.
Oh god, Lantern forgot which voice
okay.
went with which character
You say
again.
so.
Oh no.
Do we still have the Eldrite, or is she actually this clumsy?
Are you sure you're okay?
I think we found Goofy's descendant.
There weren't enough. There wasn't
Here,
enough
have
things
some
falling
water.
on her head.
Thank you so much for your kindness. You don't have to thank me.
See, I was going to
I'm
make a
Tressa,
Gerald
by the way.
Ford joke,
I'm
but
a
then I thought
traveling merchant.
nobody's going to understand that.
Wow, that...
I'm Noah. It's a pleasure to make your
And
acquaintance,
absolutely
Miss Tressa.
nobody listening will.
You don't have to be so formal. Tressa works just fine.
That's Grand Duchess Tressa, ruler of the
I
coastlands.
see.
Grand
Tressa.
Duchess Anna Tressa.
She's
See?
not
That's
Russian.
Not so hard. How are you feeling, by the way? Better, thank you.
Also, there's no talking bad voiced by Hank Azaria.
This is true. And we
You
are
know,
all
I've never
poor
actually
for
seen
it.
that
Just
movie.
a bit further.
I saw that in theaters.
I don't think I saw it in theaters, but I know my daughter watched the VCR tape non-freaking stop.
My legs have always been weak, you see, so I never strayed too far from home.
Christopher Lloyd putting on a Russian accent to be Rasputin. I mean...
Yeah.
There was
mean-
a certain man in Russia long ago.
But I've always
I mean,
longed to see
Anastasia
the
herself
world.
was voiced by Meg Ryan.
Yeah. I forget
Just
who
know
voiced
there are
who
countless
voiced the romantic
wonderful things
foil
out
for
there
that
waiting to be
now.
discovered.
Dimitri. Let me double check. It was a common one. He was like a...
Yeah, kind
Small
of
This
everywhere.
world reminds me
Yeah,
of
let me
me.
see here.
He was voiced by Frank.
But
Who gives a
the
shit?
rest of the world was always
Yeah.
out of reach. Eventually, I realized that my dream would forever be
That was
just
Kelsey
a dream.
Grammer as the assistant, wasn't it?
Yes.
Kelsey Grammer as the Beast in X-Men 3 was the best
I came
casting
here
choice.
By sheer willpower alone.
I want to make the Dune reference here.
By my will alone, my mind.
The lips
Okay,
acquire
Dimitri-
stains.
Dimitri was voiced by John Cusack.
I
Yeah.
hoped I'd find something to
One of
help
my
make
coworkers has a
dreams
huge
come
crush
true.
on John Cusack.
Something precious.
Also, I
a
know
treasure
Bernadette Peters
forever.
and
Treasure.
she was like a French fat lady.
Yeah. Kelsey Grammer's some kind of love interest there.
Yeah. And then the grandmother was, I'm pretty sure it was Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gil.
And I think Kirsten Dunst was baby Anastasia.
Huh.
Yeah, that tracks.
Tressa.
You know, back before she was Mary Jane Watson.
And then her career came to a screeching halt? Question mark.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this girl is that rich dude's daughter, probably.
That's what I'm assuming, yep.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
What?
So by sheer luck, we have ingratiated ourselves to the rich guy.
hmm Is he gonna pay us $1 billion to be her best friend?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Thank you so much.
I'm reminded of an old Mickey Mouse cartoon where
Take care.
he decided to, in order to help some orphans have a good Christmas, he gave Pluto away to a rich, spoiled brat.
Betrayal.
I think I remember
No.
seeing that
Yeah.
cartoon, either that one or something fairly similar.
Mickey,
It
quit,
was,
quit
Yep.
giving away Pluto. What's wrong with you?
yeah.
And I think Pluto ended up just biting the guy over and over too.
Yeah, I think he after the kid basically tortured him, and he finally like got nasty, and the dad was like, toss the dog out, and the kid was screaming, so he got a spanking.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have a very
But
deep
of course.
philosophical question.
Boxers or briefs?
Pluto is Mickey Mouse's dog.
Yep.
He is a dog. He lives outside in a doghouse.
Yep.
And he wears a collar. Goofy is a dog.
Ugh.
He owns a house. He wears clothing, and he's Mickey's friend. The hell is going on?
We're monkeys.
I mean,
Just
do I
along
have
a
to-
different evolutionary line.
I mean, if you think about it, in The Little Mermaid, Ariel's able to write her signature on the contract for Ursula. Why doesn't she just write Erica notes?
This was a text message I got.
See,
other
the
day at
thing
work.
is, with the Little Mermaid, I would assume they're using different languages. And she probably can't write whatever it is they speak on the surface. In this case, French, I think. Are they French? I forget.
Oh my god, Ariel has the same problem that Okasan does. She does not speak French.
Now I'm just picturing Okasan with a mermaid tail.
Welp.
That's an
I guess-
idea for the book.
Yep.
I still
Well,
have
by
no
the
idea
time-
what the book actually is. You guys do, I don't.
I don't.
See, no, I think it's just me and Lady Mage that... No. I think it's only us two.
Also, another text I sent Lantern the other day. If the evil queen can make a potion to turn herself into an old hag, why don't she just make a potion to make her more prettier than Snow White?
Because that doesn't actually eliminate the competition.
If she's prettier, then what's the problem?
Because it's still fake pretty and won't last forever. And come on, that's an awful lot of things you have to put together to make that potion. Probably doesn't feel too good
May
either.
the sacred flame shine upon you.
Also, you think she died looking like an old hag, or she'd go back to being like the evil queen after that?
I'm pretty sure she died in the old hag form.
I'm gonna die the way I live, being a terrible person.
Yeah.
Also crushed to death by a boulder and eaten by buzzards.
Mhm.
So, like the one bazooka.
Yeah.
Woodruff.
Yep.
I still love the fact that the entire time Mage was just like, "You're not ready for this game," and I'm like, we go through it and it's just like, no, clearly I was.
Yep. You're not ready for this. Hold my beer.
Okay, let's see. Can I get to the inn without triggering the next cutscene? Looks like it.
And Primrose is just there.
Hi.
Have you seen the man with the crow on his neck?
It's-
Oh look, Alpin and Olberic match.
Yeah, they kind of do, don't they?
Twinsies!
Okay, let's see. We need to... I think we have to go into the next area.
Oh
To
no,
trigger
Albert
the
and
next-
Alphin's... Oh no, Albert and Alphin switched around in the order. I can't tell which is which.
Well, clearly one of us is going to have to change.
Which one is which? They look so similar. They're like twins.
Will the real Alphin please stand up? Damn it!
Neat
Only one of you, please.
plot twist, neither of them stand up. No, Alpin, stand up. I don't remember which one of us is the real one.
I could see him doing that. And Albert would be just too, like, embarrassed.
Forgive me.
In other words, oh dear God, you're precious, girl.
You're probably the closest we have to a cinnamon roll in this game.
Yeah. Oh, I did not grab the right people, did I? I just skipped right over that when I looked at the list.
There was somebody you wanted to block out.
In this case, it'd be Therian.
Don't want to think about furries right now.
Not when Tressa's around. You can interpret that however you wish, and I know some people will. Anyway.
Hey.
I'm also taking it all in to my furry robe.
It's all going right in my pants.
Furry pants.
I'm gonna take this letter.
I'm gonna grab this television set.
Combine harvester? Why not? Bookshelf, bookshelf, gramophone, bookshelf.
Ooh, MacGuffin.
An entire barrel full of red herrings.
God, I can't wait till we get to Space Quest 6. Even though that is my least favorite Space Quest.
As long as there's no more zombie robot creeps like 1 and 4.
I don't think they ever pull that again.
Thank God.
5 has something like that at one point. 2 points. 2 points. 6 has other bullshit going on.
But before we continue, I think this marks a good stopping spot for right now. We've got most of the travel banters for the chapter out of the way, and we're about to hit another cutscene. So, when we return, we'll take a closer look at whatever's going on in the market. That's the plot point, right?
I think.
Okay. Anyway, until then, take care, everybody.
Later.
Goodbye,